Sundays and Wednesdays. Yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got none other than SCSU #1 fan. We are South Carolina State, the OG, Chuck Littlejohn. What's up, Brody?
What's up? You know what it is. Day.
Yes, sirree, man. And a great day it is. We may be without our other co-host, Mr. Dirtiest Draws, Corey Davis. He may try to jump in if he can, man. So, you know, his name changes every week, man. So I just have to go with the last one I remember, man. So let's say what's up to my dog, Kamarie, out there. What's up, Kamarie? He says, what's up, fellas? Another Wednesday in the cubicle. He can't wait for today's show, man. All right. So let's welcome everybody out there as well. Yes, sir. Out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, man. Thank you all for rocking with us. We appreciate each and every one of you all, man. You know, when you come, don't come by yourself, man. Bring a friend, tell a friend, baby. All right. Kanisha, what's up, sis? Welcome on. All right, man. You know we have to pay some bills. So let's go ahead and pay a bill by none other than our guy. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. That's right, baby, the crew and you. Make sure you let them know, man. You heard it from us. I heard the interest rates are going down a little bit, man. So if you're interested in getting a home, man, go check out our guy. All right. So OG, man, we on season 4, episode 5.
Yes, sir.
And we have a great show, man. We know we're gonna jump into this Ja Morant situation.
Hey, one thing I want to say before we get started.
Okay.
I know it's late, but because we were not on Sunday, I would like to wish all the mothers out there a happy belated Mother's Day. I know we have a lot of ladies that tune into the show from time to time. So not just those ladies, but all the ladies out there, just wish you a happy belated Mother's Day since we were not on Sunday.
Great job. Absolutely. To all the mothers from the TCY family, man. Thank y'all for all you all do. We are nothing without you all, man. So we appreciate y'all. Happy Mother's Day to you all. All right. And we have we got a new member to the family, man. Let's welcome Heather Huff to the TCY family. Miss Heather Huff, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Don't be shy. When you get on here, man, say something. We want to see your face, hear your name, hear your comments. So, all right, man. So let's go ahead and jump right on in to this Ja Morant situation. And I see the OG shaking his head already. But he's getting some support from some former teammates, some former players. Steven Jackson, as one of them, is saying he's kind of being targeted. It's different when other people do it, as you see in this picture that I have up here.
Yep.
You have Chris Kaman in full body armor. He's of the Caucasian persuasion, and we're not hearing any outlash or outbursts about what he is doing. I mean, there's pictures of him holding, it looks like rifles, machine guns, like I said, in full body armor. And Stephen Jackson saying is Ja Morant is out there with a gun in his car, just one little gun.
Yeah.
And now he's been kind of made to be the villain because he's a black guy with a gun. So OG, man, tell me what your thoughts are on with that, and then where Ja goes from here.
And I'm gonna tell you something I heard today that was kind of surprising to me.
Mm-hmm.
I saw JJ Redick today arguing for Ja Morant.
Oh,
because I can't remember what the guy's name is on First Take. I think his name Wolf or something like that. He was saying that Ja Morant should be suspended for 40 games. And JJ Redick came back and said that as far as he knows, that any of these cases, any of these things that Ja has done, he has not broken any laws.
mm-hmm.
None whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So why should you suspend him for X amount of games and he hadn't broken any law? Now, the one thing they did come back and say was I think they had an interview with the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
And the commissioner, I guess, was kind of saying that he and Ja talked, and when he saw this one, he was kind of surprised, I guess, based on he didn't go into details as far as what their conversation was.
Mm-hmm.
But he made it sound like he was kind of surprised to see this type of action again. Mm-hmm. And then your buddy Stephen A made a valid point. He said that you got a 23-year-old young man that was probably in Tennessee where they had open carry,
mm-hmm.
in a car, not threatening to harm anybody, do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have politicians that go around doing things, inciting things, or whatever the case may be. And to this time, they have not been charged. They haven't had doing the sacrifices, anything like that. But yet you want to look at this 23-year-old in this type of eyesight as though he's broken laws or something like that when he hadn't. Now, the thing I said before when it happened the first time is y'all gonna have to go back and look and see and evaluate his camp. Because for some, like I said, this is not coming from TMZ. This is not coming from speculations that maybe this happened. Mm-hmm. This is coming because his camp of people in his surroundings is posted this on IG Live.
Mm-hmm.
So I still say he's gonna have to evaluate who he's surrounding himself with. He's not that kind of guy. That's not him. Mm-hmm. And you have to, I guess what he had to do is ultimately decide what path you're gonna take. Are you gonna remain an NBA star like you had the potential of being? Or is this the path you want to take?
Right.
So I guess money is not an issue now for him, I guess, because I think he lost what? I think they say he lost $600,000 when he was fined 8 games.
Okay.
And I think Corey brought this up before, that because he didn't make the All-NBA team, I think that cost him like $39 million in incentive.
Mm-hmm.
So if that does speak any volumes to you, then I don't know what will. But ultimately, like I say, he needs to surround himself with a different crew. Because ultimately, the people he's around are not his true quote-unquote friends.
Right.
For them to keep putting stuff out there live on social media like they doing. From the first situation, you being watched. So anything come out there with your name on it, with you in it, mm-hmm. people gonna go and look. And some of them hope the worst. So
Kanisha says, man, Ja's situation is bigger than just the gun. Not to excuse what anyone else has done, but Ja and or his crew has threatened or semi-attacked at least 2 minors. That is in addition to brandishing a gun.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And he needs to mature if he is going to surely sustain his success. That's an excellent point, Kanisha. Excellent point. James Littlejohn says his camp actually tried to save him on this one. And I think, and welcome to the show, James Littlejohn. I think he's saying by when he realized what Ja Morant was doing and what he had in his hand, he kind of, during the video, he kind of turned away. So you can't see it. But at that point, is out there. And with social media like it is, when Ja Morant is live, obviously they have people out there who are live recording what he is doing and going back and watching every little thing that he does. And like you said, he's being watched.
Yeah,
and not only by the NBA, but by peers and fans and all these other people, man. So he has to find a way, for me, I think, to get out of that camp, man. That is I'm not saying they're the reason he's doing that, but they're the reason they're not helping the situation.
Right.
So
and I think one other thing that came out was that he said he went to, I guess, counseling or whatever the case may be, but it was only for like a few days. Mm-hmm. So does he need to go to a full-blown counseling session, I guess, mentoring session, whatever the case may be, that's going to help him, I guess, get out of, I don't know, the mindset that he has, whatever the case may be. I don't know what his mindset is, but I guess he needs somebody in his camp to step up and say, I mean, be a true friend and say, man, this is not the way to go.
Right.
I mean, even though you're not breaking the law, you are, I guess, one of the faces of the NBA right now. I'm not saying the main face, but you're in the NBA and you're a high caliber athlete that some people, I mean, some kids have probably started looking up to. So you have to keep that in mind when you do the things you do.
No, you're absolutely right, man. And I think that comes with the territory. That comes with being a star in the league. And I know a lot of people, a lot of players say, "Man, I'm not that role model." Like Charles Barkley said, "I'm not a role model," but you are. Unfortunately, when you become an NBA player, a superstar like or a star. Now I'm not going to say a superstar, a star like Ja Morant is, then you do have little kids looking up to you. You do have little kids walking around say, "There's a party in my city." So what you say and what you do are seen in a lot bigger light because of the impact that you have on on the world right now because of your stardom.
Yeah.
So, and I'm trying to actually look up what the code of conduct, because what they're saying is he broke the code of conduct, the ethics conduct for the NBA. So he didn't break a law outside of, in the state of Tennessee.
Right.
He's breaking a law in for the NBA. But it goes to what Steven Jackson was saying. So why is Chris Kaman not being I don't even know if he's in the league anymore. Like, is he still playing? Chris Kaman?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Yeah. So that could be why he's not facing any suspensions or anything from that. So where do you think Memphis should go from here with this, OG?
I don't know. I think they have to. It's hard to say because I don't think it's all gonna be left up to Memphis now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the league's gonna get involved. I think the league left it up to Memphis the first time around, but now it's happened the second time. So I think the league's gonna get involved. I just hope that they are fair and considerate when they do whatever they're gonna do. I mean, like I said, the guy's 23 years old. Yeah, he's a grown man. He definitely knows right from wrong, but I don't think taking him out of the season, some people been talking about he should be suspended for the whole year. I mean, what benefit is that going to do?
Mhm.
What I think they should do is just, I guess, have somebody talk to him and find out exactly what's going on.
Mhm.
And if he needs help, help him get the help that he needs to get his mindset right.
Mhm.
I don't know what's setting him off to brandish the gun and show the gun like he's doing, and maybe he gets caught up in the song, whatever the case may be. But somebody that needs to help him understand that, like we just said, you one of the mainstays in the NBA right now.
Mhm.
And then, like I said, I'm sure there's some young kids out there that look up to him, and some of them saying, I want to be like Ja.
Mhm.
So you have to keep all that in consideration. You're in the NBA, and you just have to make a decision. Is this where you want to be?
Right.
If you do, then you need to start acting like it. And if you don't, then go ahead and buy out.
Yeah. James Littlejohn says, man, he's going to have to do like AI. He got in trouble twice in the streets. Then he tightened his crew and started doing his parties at his house. Um,
But even if he do his parties at his house,
yeah.
you still got to stop somebody from recording
Yeah.
and posting it there. Back then when AI was out there, social media wasn't a thing.
That's great.
But now social media is everything. So you can have it at your house, but you still gonna have to control who your crew is
Mhm.
to make sure they're in your corner.
Mhm.
And that you don't have somebody out there that may not go IG live. They won't that's gonna record and take it to TMZ. Say, man, I can get this amount of money for this, taking it to TMZ.
Mhm.
So you still gotta consider who's in your corner, even though you try to stay private with it. You still gonna have to evaluate who's in your corner and who are you calling a true friend.
Yeah. The social media, the camera, the phone cameras have gotten a lot of players in trouble, have lost a lot of people their jobs. Paul Pierce, same thing. He in the privacy of his own home or his hotel or wherever he was, but he putting it all on social media, live in it. What happens? He gets kicked off his ESPN gig. So this is happening, and I don't know when they're gonna get it. Stop recording yourselves. People don't need to see you. People that need to see you are the people that's in that room. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe have to start doing like they do at the concerts. Hey man, put your phone in this bag.
Yeah.
If you're gonna come party with me, put your phone in this bag, man, and let's get it. I'm with you though. I don't think he needs to be suspended for a year because he hasn't done a crime, So I don't see suspending them for a year or so for that, So, but Kanisha says the NBA is a brand that makes all players brand ambassadors. The brand is going to protect itself first. And
That's true. That's 100% true.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, man. They have to protect the brand.
Yeah.
They have to.
And he can't have that mindset that the NBA needs me because they don't. Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, they all retired. And the NBA kept going on. It didn't stop.
Yeah.
So he can't have that mindset that they need me because it's gonna keep going.
Right.
Now you gotta start at they say the Spurs go draft because they got the overall number 1 pick that they say it's gonna be the best draft pick ever.
Rodney Lil John, what's up, Brody man? Welcome on, my dog. He says, "What's up, gentlemen and Laker fans?" He's talking about the myself and James Lil John. And James, of course, is going to respond to that. He's not going to let that slide. We got enough hate from the OG. We don't need that from Roddy too. So
I hadn't said nothing yet.
Kamarier, what's up, big dog? So my dog says, man, the entire situation is baloney. The NBA Players Union need to renegotiate their next contract. Okay, so you don't like the fact that they can be disciplined for having firearms outside of the workplace, is what I'm assuming. So I have found the article that they have the contract that he's talking about. Is Article 6.9, firearms and other weapons. Whenever a player is physically present at a facility or venue owned, operated, or being used by a team, the NBA, or any league-related entity. And whenever a player is traveling on an NBA-related business, whether on behalf of the player's team, the NBA, or any league-related entity, such players shall not possess a firearm or any kind or any other deadly weapon. For purposes of the foregoing, a facility or venue includes, but is not limited to, an arena, a practice facility, a team or league office or facility, an all-star NBA playoff venue, and the site of promotional or charitable appearances. At the commencement of each season, and if a player owns or possesses any firearm, the player will provide the team with proof that the player possesses a license or registration as required by law for any such firearm. Each player is also required to provide the team with proof of any modifications or additions made to this information during the season. Any violation of Section 9A or 9B above shall be considered conduct prejudicial to the NBA under Article 35 of the NBA Constitution and laws, bylaws, and therefore shall be subject to player discipline in the NBA accordance of this article. So it doesn't say that he cannot brand his gun, flash his gun while he's not in outside of those arenas, those facilities. So is he really breaking any laws?
But didn't you say something has to be registered and they have to know the information about it? So
right.
Has he done that?
That's the question. That's the question that needs to be answered. If he has done all that, then I would think after the first incident, he would have done that. You know,
you would think.
So yeah. James said a crip, or it was a crip from our rolling 60s, I believe it was. I invited him to come spend a day with him if he wanted to act like a gangster, live like a gangster. Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. You don't want to go down there with rolling 60s, man. All right. Kamari says, would this be an issue if he had an endorsement deal with the Glock?
But I think even if he has an endorsement deal, what they saying that anything that he has needs to be registered.
Mm-hmm. And I would assume it would be. And for me, I don't care that he has a gun. For me, it's the branding of the gun. And it's childish. And the way he's flaunting his gun around for no reason. I was taught, and I don't know, I'm just old school. If you pull your gun out, you only pull your gun out to use it.
Yeah.
You don't pull it out for play. You don't pull it out for show.
Right.
Owning a gun is not a game. So to show everybody that you have one, that I don't get that part of it all, man. So that's my issue with it all. Not saying he's trying to harm anybody, but why show it?
Right.
Why pull it out? Why pull it up to your head like that? That's not.
And when I watched the video full speed, I really couldn't see it because it went by so fast. But then, of course, everybody going out there because I sent y'all a picture today, slowing it down, getting a good shot. I mean, a good picture, and I saw a good picture of the way it's evident.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's the situation with Ja Morant. A lot of people say it's foolish. A lot of people say it could be racially pushed because he's a black man and a black man with a gun is a threat. So it's several situations of why people feel like what this situation is. James Littlejohn says it's going to be like Plaxico Burress shooting himself in the leg.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that situation?
Yeah.
Shooting himself in the leg, man. In the club. Like,
but it's just gonna be interesting to see if he gets a suspension. Because I know the Memphis Grizzlies have suspended him from coming to the facilities and participating in any events right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what the long run. I mean, what the final suspension, if any, is going to be and how fair it's going to be. That's what's going to be
Mm-hmm.
very, very interesting to see.
Yeah. I believe the union has a leg to stand on if they do try to suspend him for a lengthy amount of time, because
Right.
like it says, if he's done the proper took the proper courses to register his gun with Memphis in the NBA, then I don't know what they really have a leg to stand on
Right.
to be able to suspend him for a lengthy amount of time. So all right, so hopefully he does have everything in order. And gets the help, and gets the help that he needs, man. And if he needs that help, man, we have a guy for you. Believers of Change, human development consultant. This he can help you out, man. If they need him, Mr. James, Coach James Ragland at 404-218-9701. Ja Morant, if you're watching the show, man, we have somebody for you, man, that you can reach out to help out in these situations, man. So. All right. All right, man. Let's move on. There is the NBA playoff that's going on right now, but there were two teams that were knocked out this past week, and these coaches lost their jobs. One in Phoenix, one in Philly, bringing the coaching carousel to 4. You have Toronto's coach, Milwaukee's coach as well. Nick Nurse got fired when they didn't make it into the playoffs itself. Bud Budenholzer of the Milwaukee Bucks got fired when they got knocked out by the Knicks. No, not Knicks, but by the Miami Heat. And then just the other day, Monty Williams got let go by the Phoenix Suns, and Doc Rivers got let go by the Philadelphia 76ers. Actually, who is your owner now? The owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, and now the owner of the Washington Commanders, fired Doc Rivers. So.
Well, Detroit don't have one either, right?
Oh, they got rid of theirs too, Casey. Yeah, Dwayne Casey. Yeah, Dwayne Casey. So it's 5. Yeah, you're right. So it's 5. So, tell me, do you think? Let's go with the last 2 right now, with Monty Williams and Doc Rivers. Did they deserve to be fired? I think Doc was only there 3 years, and Monty, I think he was only at his job 4 years, or 3 or 4 years.
No, to me, neither one of them deserve to get fired.
Okay.
Nothing. I saw something where Doc Rivers has had 16 years of winning seasons. Now, granted, he had some problems in Game 7s, but if anybody saw that Game 7 against with Boston and Philadelphia on Sunday, Game 7,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go fire Doc Rivers because the players quit playing. I mean, you got to hold the players accountable too. Because when they got down in the third quarter, and B was walking up the court. I mean, they third quarter, they already defeated. Yeah, they was down by 20-some points, but they already defeated. They gave up. And I know me and my brother had a discussion about that. He said that is the coach's responsibility to get them motivated. The coach can only do so much. If you don't have that internal motivation and you decide you go give up, I don't care what the coach say. You give it up. And to me, that was evident. So you got to, if you go hold the coaches accountable, you got to hold the players accountable too. Because ultimately, the coach can only coach. Yeah, he can try to motivate, whatever the case may be, but some of that comes from within. That you gotta have that internal motivation that I want to win. I'm not giving up. That it's not over. But instead, they decide to give up, and then the coach get fired the next couple of days after that.
I so James Littlejohn says, man, it coaches got to motivate players.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with that. Me and him already had that conversation, but if coaches are being held accountable, players got to be held accountable too. It's not a one-way street.
Do you not think players get held accountable? Do you not think players get traded and get cut and all that as well?
Some of them do, but they got these big-time contracts, but you can't. It's gonna be hard to trade them, or you get in a situation like Phoenix did when they got Durant. If you give away your bench to get one player, and I've always said, I don't believe in this multiple players for one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a prime time example in Phoenix of why you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You gave away your whole bench to Brooklyn, and then now you got CP3 getting hurt. So now you got two players that's trying to take the team and get them to win, and they playing the whole doggone game.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they'll get gassed.
So, do you think? I'm looking on here, and I know Doc Rivers is one of the losingest coaches in Game Sevens. I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah.
He's lost 3 series in the playoff where he's been up 3-1. I believe he's lost, like, let me find out the exact number for when he's been up 3-2 leads. 7. So 4. So he's lost 4 series when he's been up 3-2.
Okay. So
and he's lost 10 total Game 7s. 10.
Okay, so this last Game 7, I got MVP of the league. I got a previous MVP of the league and scoring champion. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My MVP gets 15 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7'1", get 15 points. Mm-hmm. My previous MVP and scoring champion gets 9 points. 9, not even double figures.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I motivate that? I get them in the hole. We discuss it. I give the motivation speech, everything. Everybody get except for these two. But you my stars. Mm-hmm. You supposed to be the one that's the coach on the court. But if you give up, what do you think everybody else gonna do?
Do you think he could have used? All right, so his players weren't having a good game. Harden went 3 for 11. Embiid went 5 for 18. But if you look at your bench players, they didn't really get a whole lot of time until like the end of the game when they were getting blown out. So, do you think that at some point you have to make, like you said, make an adjustment? I know you always said like, "Hey man, this is the last game. You gotta go for it all. This ain't working. Give me everything you got. Throw some people in there. Change something up. Don't just go down with the ship. Throw a life raft out there or something."
And see what I'm saying? See, now you pointing everything back to the coach, and we're not holding the players accountable.
But sometimes the players don't perform, right?
What I'm saying is, you can pay these millions of dollars. But this Game 7, man, I know something. It's Game 7. You have an opportunity to go to the next level to get to the Eastern Conference Championship. That should be your motivation. If nothing else.
They looked motivated. The shots weren't falling.
But I guess we could be barking up a different kind of tree. So I guess right now we're saying that it's all Philly's issue. But are we taking anything away from Boston and the way they played?
Boston wanted it. Not I ain't gonna say more because I hate that phrase. They wanted it more, but their star was hitting. It, he wasn't hitting. He wasn't hitting in Game 5, but he was hitting in Game 7.
Ain't nothing to tell you about that.
Uh-huh.
You know, they had been on him on the first quarter. On the first quarter, Tatum not showing up.
Mm-hmm.
What did Tatum do in Game 7? Tatum made it a point to come out there and start playing.
Mm-hmm.
You think the coach had to motivate him to do that?
I think. I don't think I don't think the Sixers weren't motivated. Like I said, I think their shots wasn't falling, and so when your players aren't having their best game, what does the coach do to still help them win? So if he's just depending on them to have their best game every time they play, then why do we need the coach?
But the thing is, he did sub out, and when he subbed out, what did they get him?
But
Harden and Embiid didn't play the whole game.
Embiid played 38 minutes and Harden played 41. So they only played 8 minutes they didn't play, and 7 for Harden.
but see, I guess, but this the same Harden in the same arena in Game 1, put up a 40 piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In Game 1.
So what? And this, I think, and this for me, it goes to coaching. Why Harden only shot 11 shots? Maxey shot more shots than he did.
And how many points Maxey had?
17 on 5 for 12.
And what was Harden?
3 for 11.
So Maxey shot one more time than Harden did.
Yep.
It had 17 points.
It had 17.
So why you fault Maxey?
Oh no, I'm not faulting Maxey. I'm just saying, I'm saying for Doc Rivers. So you say his two best players. You named Harden and Embiid, and Harden only got 11 shots.
So I guess what I'm saying is that I'm not saying it's all on coach. It's not all on the players.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody has to be held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. You know, and now it's coming out that there may have been some grievances with Harden and Doc Rivers. Now the fact that Doc Rivers is gone, but who knows? Maybe Monty Williams and Doc Rivers just flip teams. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I heard JJ Redick. Well, not just JJ Redick, but Doc Rivers said when he was with the Clippers that the team's not listening to him. They're doing their own thing. And JJ Redick came out after this series and said the same thing. Well, is this what's happening in Philly too? They're not listening to you. And if your coach or your players are not listening to the coach, then there's a problem in the coaching.
Is that everything to it though?
When your coaching starts to fall on deaf ears, that means you're no longer the coach for that team.
But that's all the coach's fault?
It's the coach's job to get the best out of everybody.
Right. But if I'm defiant and I'm not listening to you, then like I say, to me it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gotta be held accountable.
But is defiant only happening in Game 7, or has defiant been happening the season? And this is where I am with it. This just didn't happen overnight. This just didn't happen in a game. So if they have been defiant, they've been defiant all year, and the coach did not hold them accountable. Even if it's your star you have to be able to hold your star accountable, right?
And how you gonna do that?
You sit him on the bench.
So see this is a double-edged sword now. Now we're talking about a double-edged sword because what you're saying is that if the star is being defiant, then you sit him on the bench, right? You bench him, but yeah, he's the star. In most cases, he's gonna score the most points. So if I'm benching the star, then we're gonna start losing. So then if we start losing and we don't make the playoffs, then I'm still gonna get fired.
But that's not so. At some point, he got to coach. So just because you start, so even when they didn't play in the game one, he had to coach, right?
Yeah.
So sit him. You can win without him. You might not win the championship without him, but you got to be able to win some games to prove a point, or you got to be able to lose some games to prove a point. One of the two.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this then.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I go ahead and admit I'm a LeBron fan, except for when he played for certain teams. But it was evident that your coach Fogel and LeBron sometimes didn't see eye to eye. Right? So how many times did LeBron get benched?
He didn't. But let me say this. Nobody did because there was no accountability. But if you watch with Darvin Ham, people are getting sat down if you're not doing it. He said 80. He said 80 down. He's put LeBron on the bench, and LeBron got upset about coming out. Like, look, you look like you ain't ready to be out there. Come on over and sit with me then. Darvin Ham ain't with the BS. And that's what you got. Players, star players will respect that. Hey, he right, man. I wouldn't give him my all. The good ones. The good ones.
That's what I'm saying. So, and that's what I'm saying. They show some, I know we're talking about this a long time, but they show some captions of Doc Rivers and I guess Harden having words now that he's gotten fired. Of course, it doesn't go come out after the fact.
Right.
So it's evident that they had some kind of beef that was going on. So, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Doc Davis. Doc Rivers. I probably still in the contract. You done fired me. Give me my money. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna coach again. All well and good. Just give me my money. I'm going on. So be it.
Okay.
And don't let you not do nothing with the next coach. After you have fired me.
Well, let me. The Philadelphia 76ers they haven't been great at drafting. I think they went over their last several first round picks, and they've all been kind of not that great. They've missed out on some key players. Embiid has been the best they've had, but the rest of them. So they haven't done a real good job in the upper management of trying to help build a team over there in Philly, man. So, but let's go over to the Phoenix Suns and Monty Williams being let go. But just for the record, I am okay with Doc Rivers being let go. I thought it was.
I could tell.
But Monty Williams, I am not okay with. Monty Williams was out there, was in the championship, the finals. I'm sorry, not championship, the finals 2 years ago. In the last 3 years, he's been in the Western Conference Finals and the championship and the finals in the last 3 years.
And what has happened in the last 2 years when they didn't go to the finals?
Well,
they got blown out.
They got blown out. They got blown out. They did get blown out. He has to take some of the blame for the trade.
Yeah, crazy.
That messed their cohesiveness that messed up their chemistry that they had on the team. They were playing good ball before they made that trade for Kevin Durant. The ownership got a little greedy. They saw Kevin Durant wanted the trade. They saw the big name and was willing to like you said, sell the farm man for him, and it bit him in the butt. And that made Monty Williams the fall guy. But Monty has had that team as the number 1 seed. He's had that team with the best record in the West. I just don't see how you get rid of a guy that has been that efficient, that good as a coach for your organization, and on and off the court. He's a stellar dude on and off the court, man, and he's made the Phoenix Suns better than it was when he got there.
Okay. And I agree with some of that, because I think KD, and he was only played 25 games with him before the playoffs started. So like you said, they didn't have that chance to build up that cohesiveness. But like I've always said, when you go out here and do these trades and give 5-6 players and draft picks for one, that's what you get.
Fan of Fathom, man. So,
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Did they make the playoffs? Did they make the playoffs?
Rudy Gobert. Give all them players for Rudy Gobert. Then he went to playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I always have a problem with doing those. One for multiple players. You're giving multiple players. You're giving draft picks. And I always have a problem with that. But yeah, I think that the money. He got caught up in the loop, and unfortunate. But see, I know you talked about them being number 1, or whatever the case may be. But how many times has Denver been number 1 and been predicted to go to the finals? To the conference championship and hadn't made it.
And their coach keeps their job.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how is this possible?
Yeah.
It could be different organizations made bad decisions.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Suns that's a bad decision. I think that's a very bad decision. They've gotten rid of a really, really good coach. Somebody's gonna pick up a good coach.
It's gonna be interesting to see who goes where.
Yep. So where is the best spot to go to between the Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors? I'll throw the Detroit Pistons in there just because they're without a coach. The Philadelphia 76ers and the Phoenix Suns.
You mean if I was a coach, where would I want to go?
Yes. What team do you want to hitch your wagon to?
I guess if I'm a coach, then the team I want to hitch my wagon with would be Phoenix. With the understanding that we're gonna need some additional help for Booker and Durant. They can't do it by themselves. And they don't have to be stars. But I just need some people that I can bring off the bench that can produce. But for me, because I think, what I saw with Philadelphia in Game 7, I don't know if I want to go there. We get down, y'all gonna give up. Nah.
Well, I'm there. I'm with James again. I'm
gonna tell you about Milwaukee though.
Okay.
The thing I'm not sold on Milwaukee, why I didn't pick Milwaukee.
Okay.
Is they had, I can't remember the guard's name.
Drew Holiday.
They got Drew Holiday and they got Giannis. But my other man, can't remember his name either. The one that was hurt most of the season.
Number 22. I know you're talking about.
Anyway,
yeah,
he's not the same guy. So if I want to say 2 for 2, I know Giannis is great, but I'm going with KD and Booker.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I'm not, because Middleton. I can't trust Middleton right now. I'm not sure which Middleton I'm gonna get. So I know I can trust KD and Booker. When they own, I know what KD and Booker can do. They just need some supporting cast to help them. And Aiden gotta go. Aiden been in the Bahamas during the playoffs.
He went back home. He went back.
Yeah, he just didn't tell nobody.
So I like the duo of Giannis and Holiday, and then Porter's off the bench. I like the fact that this team just won a championship 2 years ago. I like the fact that they have a bench. I like the fact that they have continuity on their team. I like the fact that they still have Jay Crowder over there that for some reason Bud did not use at all during the playoffs. They lost their guy with the Sixers who went to the Heat and then to the Sixers.
Bald head guy. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they lost him, and I thought Crowder was brought in there to be that guy, and they didn't use him. So I like the build of the Milwaukee Bucks more so than any other team out there. I'm like you said, I'm not sold on Philly because I don't trust, like you said, Harden. I don't trust the fact that Embiid is kind of willing to give up on his team and then call his team out after they lose, after you put up 17 points on 5 of 18 shooting. Now you're going to say me and James Harden can't do it by ourselves. After y'all both shoot 3 for 11. Like, so yeah, I don't want that on my squad. So I'm not walking into that one right there. And they probably still owe Ben Simmons some money still. So I don't want no parts of Philly. So yeah, for me, man, the best looking job out there is that Milwaukee Bucks job. The Detroit Pistons job is a very intriguing job. I can see Amani Williams going there. They have a lot of young pieces. If you see Monty go there, you'll see that team in the playoffs next year. If Monty goes to Detroit.
Yeah, if I'm money, do I really want to go to Philadelphia?
Nope.
Even though I think they say he's got some ties there with the owner or something like that, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna put myself in that situation. You just got rid of Doc Rivers. Well, I don't know if I want to go there or not.
James Johnson said he'll go to Philly because he can motivate people like Galen and Corey.
Oh man!
All right, well, good, man. That's good. I see Mark Jackson is back in the pool for jobs. I'm excited for him. I'm a little worried about him. He's been out the league for a while. Listening to him commentate, he say some wild stuff on there while he's commentating that don't really line up with somebody I want as a coach. But I've seen him coach before, and I know he can coach. But I am still a little uneasy about this, seeing him out there. So hopefully he gets the opportunity to show that he still has it. A lot of other coaches still get opportunities, so I think he should get one as well, man. All right. I think we have we'll jump into the playoffs real fast with the NBA playoffs, man. The Lakers took a loss last night to the Denver Nuggets in a great game. Jokic balled out in the first half. Second half, they kind of got him under control. AD had an outstanding game. LeBron played decent. I thought everybody actually played a really good game. Tell me what you thought about last night's game, OG.
All I've been hearing. Did you see the comeback? Did you see how we came back? But why are we talking about that? You don't want to talk about comeback if you win. You didn't win. We only lost by 6. If you lose by 1 or you lose by 21, a loss is a loss. So what y'all have is what they call it? A monumental win by coming back from 20 down. But monumental win goes into the L column. That's that check. Yeah, AD has a great game. It's the first time players competing in centers that had 30 points or more. That's all good. AD scored 30 points. Y'all been 10-0. Not no more. You're 10-1.
Yeah. And what I liked about the comeback and I and it was and I know you're saying like, you know, it was a not a heart, what is it? I know what kind of win you're talking about. Not monumental, but a
feel good.
yeah, yeah. But I like the adjustment that Darvin Ham made in that second half. And that's going to be telling going for this series. So so I like our chances, man. I wanted us to actually get that first one. You know, that first one is the one you want to go get. But honestly, I think the Nuggets played probably their best game of the season yesterday, and that's what gives us like, you know what, y'all can't really mess with us.
And y'all didn't?
No. Oh no. Well, we didn't play our best game of the season. D'Angelo Russell played a poor game yesterday. Dennis Schroeder played a poor game yesterday. Reeves had a good game, and Ochimura had a good game, and AD had a good game. LeBron had a okay game.
But irregardless, you're still in a must-win situation now.
I wouldn't call it a must-win.
It's a must-win. You do not want to go down 2-0 going home.
That's the key word. Home.
Must win.
It's not a must win. It's not a must win.
Okay.
We will get the win, but it's not a must win. It's not a must win.
You will get the win?
We win it. We win it tomorrow.
I heard that before.
We win tomorrow.
I heard that. I heard that before.
All right. So OG, man, the NFL schedule release was last week. And you and I, we all talked, you know, over via text messages and, you know, talked about what we thought about our schedules and et cetera, et cetera. I want to throw a little clip out here real fast, man. And y'all know the NFL does a great job of promoting stuff, man. And everybody gets to choose and pick how they want their schedule to be presented to their fans. And I thought this team did it the best out of anybody. And it's the Cowboys. So let me show you.
Man, come on.
No. What the is that? St. Louis Rams.
Lightning McQueen.
No. Oh, that's just the football logo.
Boston Bobcats. No idea.
Cowboys, yeah. Baltimore Orioles.
This one is the Red Stallions.
49 to 69ers.
No.
Stars.
Pirates.
From the islands of the Caribbean.
Chester Cheeto.
Tigers. North Carolina Tigers.
Texas. That's the Cowboys. Texas. Got that.
Yeah. Atlanta.
That's it.
Florida.
Florida Dolphins.
Oh, Texans. Eagles. Patriots logo? That it actually does not exist. It's Nashville, Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans.
Titans. Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans. Woo!
Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Wait, what? Yeah.
That wasn't the Cowboys.
No, that wasn't the Cowboys. So the Tennessee Titans, man, they actually, I thought, had the best, what's it called, man? So hilarious.
Hey, real quick, man. Why is your boy sitting up in Boston at the game, man?
Who's that?
Michael Parsons.
He's a basketball fan. He loves basketball, man. He loves basketball. James, he's going back to the Lakers, man. He said, I heard you say the Lakers won't make the playoffs. The Lakers won't beat Memphis. The Lakers won't beat Golden State. But the Lakers' name still in your mouth.
That's because they out there. But like I told him today, I told y'all many a time. You like chicken, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
I like chicken. Yeah, I like chicken.
That chicken had to die for you to eat it.
We are sorry, Phoebe. What's that? What's that? What's that name of that people that be the animal cruelty be? What's the
It's not FEMA. Peter? Is it Peter?
Peter. Yeah, Sorry, Peter.
No, I didn't do anything degrading to Peter.
No, you said the chicken's about to die.
No, I said the chicken has to die so you can eat it. That's not defaming the Peter.
Not the same, is it? Not the same. All right, OG. Let's go. Okay. Let's go over your squad, my guy.
We're not picking tonight, are we?
No. We're just gonna go and tell me what you think about how they set y'all up, man. Yeah, everybody knows that the NFC East and the AFC East have the toughest schedule out of everybody in the league. We have the top 8. We're in the top 8 as far as toughest schedules.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You start off in Denver, man, Mile High Stadium. Then you come back home and play the Buffalo Bills.
No.
That's not right.
We started in Arizona.
Oh, man, I thought it was played preseason. My bad. Y'all start at home against Arizona. Okay. So you start off pretty easy. That's pretty cool. They did y'all right there.
No, that's in Arizona, man.
No, it's at home.
It's at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is at home. You're right. My bad. It's at home.
It's at home.
Yeah. We start at Arizona.
Then you go to Mile High. So then you go cross country to Denver.
Where we can't breathe.
Where you can't breathe. Then you come back home and play the Buffalo Bills. Then right after that, you play the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Then you come back home and you play the Bears with their new tools. Hey, let's welcome on, man, our guy, man. Corey Davis. Hey, welcome on, big dog.
Corey. They have the hardest. Man, be for real, Corey.
They do have the easiest schedule. They have the easiest schedule in the league. They said the Falcons do. All right. So then you go from the Bears at home you come to Atlanta. You come to Atlanta, man, for that game that you will be at. Is that right, OG?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Commanders, then they go up to New York. So you got
home. Yeah, we go up to New York. Yep.
Yeah, you got back-to-back road games. Back-to-back road games. Then you come back home and you play the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's all I can do is laugh, man.
Then you go back on the road again and play the New England Patriots in November.
In Foxborough.
And you may be getting some snow, you may not. Then you go back on the road again up to Seattle.
They doing us wrong, man.
Then you come home and you play the New York Football Giants at home, and then on Thanksgiving you play the Cowboys on the road again. After that, you get your break and you come back and you play the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night. I mean,
At
I'm
home.
sorry. Oh no, on Sunday night. I'm sorry, on Sunday night.
At
Yeah,
home.
Sunday night. At home versus the Miami Dolphins. Then you travel cross country again, back to Los Angeles to play the Rams. Then you come back home. No, then you go on the road again to the New York Football Jets in the cold.
Yep.
And then you come home and play the 49ers. And then our last game of the season is the Dallas Cowboys. Whew. I don't think you had back-to-back home games at all this season.
Rough. That's crazy.
Yeah, you didn't have not one back-to-back home game.
No, at all.
At all. So y'all gonna be putting some out, y'all. And then you go on cross country. And
we do have back-to-back home games at the end of the season. We play 49ers at home, and then we play y'all at home.
Okay, the last two.
Last two. Well, we already burned out by then.
Ooh.
And what makes it so bad when you come home and then you gotta go all the way cross country.
Yes. And it doesn't help that we're playing the doggone NFC West. So we all are traveling over to the west side. Which we're all going to be doing a lot this year, man. So of course, says, man, Commander's schedule is hard as this doggone compliance train he's doing. Woo. All right, so we will get into our picks later on, but I just wanted to see your thoughts on what they did to you, man.
That's rough, man. That's uncalled for.
Boy. All right, so Cowboys, man, my boys opened up the season again. We took a break last year, but we're back at it again at the New York Football Giants on the road. Then we come back home. We play the New York Football Jets at home, and their new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, who is undefeated against the Cowboys. So we got to play him at home. And then we go to Arizona, who will most likely be without their quarterback still. He still will be healing from his ACL tear that he had last year. Then we come back home, and we play the Patriots. We got your boy, Coach Belichick come to town. And then we go out to San Francisco 49ers. Sunday night. We got a Sunday night game, man. And just for the record, the Cowboys have 6 prime time games. 6 of them. 6 prime time games. Then we come back after that game.
Oh boy.
After that Sunday night game, we come back and we play. We got a bye. We come back and we play Monday night. Versus now, I'm sorry, we don't have a bye yet. We have a bye after that Chargers game. So we fly right back out to LA. Or
you already be in LA. You probably gonna stay out there.
We might stay out there. In LA, and then come back home and we play the Los Angeles Rams after our bye. Then we go up to Philly. After that, then we come back home, play the New York Football Giants. Then we travel to Carolina. Then we come back home for Thanksgiving against the Commanders. Then we stay home again for the Seattle Seahawks. Then we stay home again.
Oh, that's a fracking neck of bull there, man. That's 3 games back.
Then we stay at home for the Philadelphia Eagles. But then we travel to Buffalo in December, dog. And then we go to Miami on Christmas Eve.
Ooh, somebody go get some coal. Somebody will get some presents on Christmas Eve.
No, for real. And then we come back home. We play the Lions, and then we finish with Washington on the road. They didn't do us as bad as they did, y'all. the division that we playing is a tough division on both sides. So that's the tough part about it. I wanted to see Buffalo. I wish they would have gave all of the New York teams in September, so I could have got them out the way. And Corey says, how many primetime games? We have 6. The Cowboys have 6 primetime games. 6 on the way to 6 championships this year.
So what you consider in prime time?
ESPN, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. Yeah, we have 6 of them. So, and you know they always include, of course, Thanksgiving. So
you count that as a 6-1 then?
Yeah, that's a 6-1. Yeah, that's a 6-1. That's a prime time game. I mean, everybody watches that game.
Hey, eat early that day.
I'm not worried about that game.
I heard that before.
we won't be playing vanilla against y'all on Thanksgiving. Maybe that last game of the season, but not then. Not then.
Okay.
Thursday night. She said Thursday night was all trash last season. Yeah, Thursday night wasn't a great one. But that's Thanksgiving. That's Thanksgiving. And then we turn back around. It won't be trapped this year because we play again on Thanksgiving, then we play the following Thursday against Seattle on Prime as well. So it'll be nice. It's going to be a great game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, see how they doing, y'all? See when y'all, everybody else have a short week when they play on Thursday. They're giving y'all back-to-back Thursday games.
Well, Seattle, they play on Thursday too. So they play. I want to say the 49ers. I think it is on Thanksgiving.
Are they playing on Thanksgiving too?
Yeah, they playing.
Yeah,
the 49ers. Yep, they play the 49ers on Thanksgiving.
So it's gonna be 3 games.
It's always been 3 games. Yeah,
I thought it was only 2 games, so because I'm sure Detroit playing.
Detroit
so on Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, they play at 12. We play at 4. They play at 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm spending Christmas on South Beach with them rights. Look here, I'm about to ask my wife now. Can we go down there for Christmas, man? I'm about to put that out there right now.
But somebody gonna be happy, somebody gonna be sad.
Yeah, buddy. OG. Hey, OG. James gonna be sad as a mug, boy, on Christmas Day.
Man, I'm torn. I had to pull for somebody's team.
Look, Tua gonna be. Well, I'm not even gonna say nothing about Tua.
Yeah, let that go.
Never let that go.
Let that go.
All right, man. That's our schedule. I don't want to jump into the schedule of the Atlanta Falcons because they have 0 primetime games. And then Corey's not on either, so I don't want to bash his team while he's not here.
That's the undercover shade there, boy.
Oh.
That was the undercover shade.
No, man, I would never do that.
Oh man.
No, but it's been a heck of a show, my guy. Heck of a show.
Hey, before we leave, I know you already touched on this, but WNBA was Friday night. Brittany Griner's first game back. That's what will be on TV Friday night.
Friday night. Is this the regular season?
Regular season starts Friday night.
I noticed your Aces will be in town. They will be here on June 2nd.
June 2nd. What day is that on?
Friday.
Ooh, might have to make that trip.
Okay. Khadijah said, Chuck, you can pray they both lose, man. Khadijah, that ain't right. She said, gee, that was super shady.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate you all rocking with us. Kanisha Davis, my dog, Corey Davis. Oh, Becky suspended. Yeah, we will talk about that. James Littlejohn, Rodney Littlejohn, my guy Kamarie White. Make sure y'all check him and his wife out live with Ashley and Kamarie. And then check out my wife and my sister. That's Right podcast will be coming back out soon, man. So be on the lookout for all that, man. And make sure y'all check us out on Sunday at 8 o'clock, man. We love y'all. Remember to keep your head on the swivel and keep God first, baby. We are out.
Peace.